It has been an entire year since I first tried to find the location of this plane in the absolute middle of nowhere. And yes, I finally found it. As a matter of fact, I've pinpointed the photo to its exact coordinates. Yes, we're finally back with another episode of my Plane Finder series, where I try to locate your plane photos to their exact location. And it has been a while since I last made a Plane Finder video, so this episode was definitely due, especially considering the fact that I kind of left you guys on a bit of a cliffhanger, over a year ago. Well, the good news is that I have indeed located that infamous Finnish seaplane after countless hours of searching. Okay, no, it was actually found in like 2 minutes by a random dude on my Discord server. I didn't even find it myself.
Oh my god, bro.
As it turns out, I was actually pretty close. I just couldn't quite find the aircraft's exact coordinates. For that, I needed a little bit of outside help. Shout out to that guy on my Discord server. I did, however, at least find the city it was located in, but given the fact that I couldn't find its exact coordinates myself, we're gonna have to, unfortunately, consider this photo a fail. But anyway, with that photo now finally out of the way, we can move on to something new to find. Now, I think the most difficult thing with this series isn't even finding the location of your planes, but simply trying to pick images for the video, because at this point I've gotten literally thousands of plane photos from you guys. However, after a quite thorough search, I have selected 4 of your aircraft photos to locate in this video, and I've ranked them by difficulty, or at least my predictions on, how hard I think it'll be to find them. So, nonetheless, let's start off with a bit of an easy one. Now, apparently, according to the user who actually sent this image in, it was supposed to be a hard one, but to be honest, when I first saw this image, I instantly knew what aircraft type it was and even what city we're flying above here, so not really quite sure what this person meant by too hard. Maybe that vocabulary sums up this guy's IQ. As for the aircraft type, I think it's pretty easy to tell that this is a Boeing 787. It's got, quite the iconic looking wingtip, kind of like curved. And then as for the city, well, if you look a little bit closer, we can actually see the downtown area here with all the skyscrapers, right? And of course we're situated on what seems to be a fairly large body of water. And then we've even got like islands right by the downtown area, and I just immediately recognize this as Toronto, Ontario. I mean, if we look on Google Earth, it matches up literally perfectly, so chances are we're probably lining up for final approach into Toronto's Pearson Airport. And finding the aircraft's exact location should be pretty easy here, because we can just follow this big arterial road that runs from downtown all the way up to where we are. So that should make us right about here. And if we do some measuring on Google Maps as well, we can see that we are pretty much perfectly lined up with the runway at Pearson Airport. So first location down, I guess. That was honestly really easy. Not sure what airline we're flying here. Maybe we're flying Air Canada, but regardless, I found your coordinates, so that's one in the books. Right, let's move on to something a bit harder now. Okay, so we've got 2 main things in this image, I think. We've got our airplane, obviously, which looks to be a Philippine Airlines A330. And then we've got this kind of garden-looking thingy. Now, when I first saw this image, I instantly thought of Singapore Airport, because I know they have a whole bunch of these outdoor garden thingies. So let's start off by searching Singapore Changi Airport. I guess we can just Google search Singapore Airport Flower Garden. Okay, of course half these pictures are just going to be the jewel, the main attraction at Singapore Airport. And oh wait, here we go. Now this looks promising. The Sunflower Garden. Oh, this is it, 100%. Okay, that was actually super easy. But we're not quite done yet. So we still got to figure out exactly where the plane is in this photo. There's 2 parts to this whole locating your photo thing. I got to figure out where you took the photo, and I have to figure out where the aircraft is located in the photo. So given that the Sunflower Garden is located right here, we're probably looking at a plane that is taking off on runway 02 center. So the plane's probably right about here, I would say. Coordinate number 2 down in what was a fairly easy search. I guess I just wasn't quite sure if it was Singapore or not, but that photo probably belonged in the easy category. But on that note, I think it's about time we really, start to step up our game here. Let's try to find the hard photo, the actually hard photo. Okay, now there's a lot to take in here, right? We've got this big CargoLux 747 taxiing over the roadway. We've got some traffic on the road, but actually besides that, there's really not much to go off of here. However, the one thing that did catch my eye, and what is probably going to be our biggest clue for this photo, is the license plate here on the car. And I believe that license plate is New Jersey. So could we possibly be at like Newark Airport? I think that would be where we would probably start our search off. So I guess for this one, we just really have to like browse Google Maps basically in and around Newark Airport for taxiways that go over roadways and try to find one that matches up to this one, because I mean, we can see in the distance over here we've got a lot of bridges, so this underpass should be somewhat distinct. Okay, so we've actually run into a bit of an issue. I can't find a single taxiway that goes over a road here at Newark Airport. So I guess our next move would just to be check out like other New York City area airports. Like, could probably check out JFK. I mean, there's probably going to be some New Jersey plates over there too, right? And of course, we got to remember that this is going to be a big airport if it's handling, you know, a CargoLux 747. I mean, that's a huge plane right there. So it's going to be a huge airport as well. Okay, this looks a lot more promising. Let's just put the man down here on Street View and... Okay, so we've got this like big wall and then another big wall and then a barbed wire fence on top. Doesn't quite match up with our photo here. It looks like the barbed wire is right along the road along with this little guardrail. Maybe it's like different over here on the other side of the airport. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is the exact same sign right there. I think we're cooking, guys. Wait. I think we're actually cooking. Yo, this is literally it. Wait. No, wait. I think this is actually, I think we got to count how many bridges there are. Actually, let's just use the sign first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the photo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, maybe we're like ahead a little bit. Oh, wait. I just realized, guys. Look at the picture. It's taken out of the back of the car, so we're actually going to be on the other side of the road here. Wait, now it doesn't make sense. What? Nah, we got... Wait. We got to be over here. Wait, it might just be this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're right here, aren't we? Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, this is it, guys. We found the location of the photo, which means that our CargoLux 747 was taxiing right about here on this exact taxiway. And just like that third photo down, that really wasn't too bad at all. I think the license plate is really what gave it away, you know, at least what city we were in. But regardless, that's the third picture down, which means it's time for the fourth and final photo to be located. And this one actually looks impossible. The good news is I can tell you exactly what kind of airplane this is and airline just based off of the winglet here. This should just be a Cebu Pacific A330neo, and if you don't know Cebu Pacific, they're a low-cost Philippine airline, so maybe we're flying over Philippine waters. I mean, I did put this picture in impossible for a reason. We literally have one clue, and it's this massive bridge. I mean, look at this thing. It is a very big bridge, very long. So I think locating this photo is just going to be a matter of literally just finding this bridge. But Cebu Pacific flies their A330neo to a lot of destinations, obviously. So this isn't going to be easy at all. I guess let's just start off by searching around the home base in Manila. Let's try a different approach. Let's look up like longest bridges over water in Asia or something like that. Oh, and by the way, I'm not like using image reverse search or like AI or anything like that because that's just cheating, okay? Let's just go to images, try to find a bridge that matches up. Wait, okay, this bridge kind of looks similar. Wait, it's got like the X's on it and it slants up. Oh my god, the first image I see and I found it. Hong Kong. So this is a bridge between mainland Hong Kong and China. I think I said that backwards. That does sound about right for a Cebu Pacific A330 destination right there. Let's get onto Google Maps. Okay, is this it? Wait, no. This can't be it. Oh yeah, look at that one over here. It's massive. Nah, it's gotta be this, bro. Oh yeah, look at that. The suspension thingies line up. The curve. Yep, we got it. So that means the plane, oh, well, here's the airport. So we probably are landing. Yeah, we've got flaps in a landing configuration here. So we are probably just on final approach into Hong Kong. So this shouldn't be too difficult. We're a bit south of the bridge, which means we should be lining up to runway probably 07 right. So we're like right here. Okay, I found out a lot quicker than I thought I would, not gonna lie. You know what? Let's go ahead and find your flight number as well. 5J272. Yep, that's your flight, buddy. Operated by an A330neo. Wow, that was like not hard at all. How on earth am I breezing through all these photos? But I couldn't find that one seaplane, man. Okay, do you know what? Since that photo took me way less effort than I expected, let's throw a bonus round in there. Let's try to find this photo that I saved, which looks even more impossible than impossible. Oh, and by the way, if you guys want me to try to find your airplane photo, you can just submit it via the links in the description, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel, of course, so you don't miss when the next plane finder video comes out. But anyway, my initial guess was like Greece, or, you know, it gives Mediterranean vibes. I think this airplane is a Delta Airlines A330neo based on the blue winglet, and I don't think they fly the A330 to any Mediterranean destinations. So, oh wait, if you look close here, we've got like a big old bridge again. Also, what looks to be maybe like a border crossing or toll booth. You can see like a big highway off in the distance that probably curves around this mountain and goes into the toll booth. So that's a good landmark, I guess. We've got some buildings down here, a big swervy road along the coastline. I think just based off of my knowledge of where Delta flies their A330, I know they fly heavies over to like South Korea and Japan, so I think honestly I want to check out that area first. So it looks like we're maybe in another landing configuration here with the flaps down, so we're probably coming in for a landing. I'm not seeing a lot of viable options here, nothing that resembles the big road or the toll area. Let's try and check out Tokyo maybe? Yeah, I'm really not seeing a lot of viable options here. Nothing that resembles the big road or the toll area. Now I've just realized that Delta also flies their A330 to like Rome and maybe Athens as well. Okay, there's no way it's Rome. Let's head over to Greece then. That was my first guess, to be honest. But for some reason I decided to stray away from it. Okay, let's just look up Delta A330 routes. Tel Aviv. Okay, there's one that I genuinely didn't know about. That maybe it could be. No way. Look at this coastline. It's way too flat. I mean, it's got to be Athens, right? I guess we could be like turning, so maybe we're like not on final approach yet, you know. I guess we just got to keep on searching. Here's a toll booth. Wait, is that not it? No. Oh, because the highway goes around the mountain in the photo. Oh man, I thought I had it for another second there. We're definitely getting closer though. I can feel we're getting closer. Right, after about an hour, I have gotten absolutely nowhere. I mean, I've pretty much been trying to just search up toll booths in Greece and haven't found anything that matches up to this one. And oh, I've also come to the conclusion that I think this big old dome here is likely a cement factory. However, again, I cannot find anything that matches up. So I think the strat at this point is just to start searching like the entire Greek coastline, which might take like a hot second or so. So I'll be back whenever I've got something, I guess. I've got nothing. Yeah, I've actually decided to message none other than the guy who managed to find the Finland plane because, I mean, 2 people searching for this is better than 1, right? Unfortunately, that means if they find it first, then I fail. Just like the Finnish plane. Let's just hope we can find it.
The next day.
Right, so we found it. We, as in not me, the other guy found it. He actually sent me a bunch of messages overnight and I opened them for like a second. I saw the word Barcelona And I immediately closed the messages because I had literally searched over Barcelona. I mean, I'd been searching other countries than Greece, like Turkey, Italy. I even looked at Brazil and Chile briefly, even Hawaii. But yeah, apparently it was Barcelona. I even looked over Barcelona. I was really too fixated on Greece, wasn't I? And what puts even more salt into the wound is the fact that I've literally flown over this exact cement factory where I was in Barcelona. Yeah, look at this. This is my flight path right here. Back in February when I flew Icelandair to Barcelona, I literally flew right by the cement factory. Yeah, this is a pretty gutting defeat, to be honest, but I guess it goes to show that, you know, you have a natural tendency to just fixate yourself on one thing. Like when I decided on Greece, I just went full tunnel vision that it had to be Greece. It's gotta be Athens, right? You really gotta keep an open mind at these things, you know? Apparently my mind wasn't open enough given the fact that I searched over Barcelona briefly and somehow missed it. Well, regardless, my brain is absolutely fried right now. I think it's about time we put those final coordinates down, shall we? Oh, and by the way, this is indeed a Delta Airlines A330neo, so at least I got that right. Also, the flight number is DL242 from Boston to Barcelona. Ultimately, this photo has ended up being a fail, just like the seaplane. But on that account, I think the guy who actually found both of these photos deserves yet another shout out. Yeah, come on, go give him a sub. But anyway, to sum things up for this video, we did have some decently difficult photos, but I think for the next plane finder video, we're gonna have to resist the urge for outside help because I think I made this photo a lot harder to find than it should have been. But anyway, if you actually watched to the end, thank you very much. I can imagine that this has probably taken me a while to edit. And of course, if you want to see your plane photo found in a video, go ahead and submit through the links in the description. But yeah, with all that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.